Hello. All right. We're good. Hey, Jack. Hey, Kai. Fitting we get the start of Ring of the Power in a Goblin stream yet. So, I haven't been streaming since these cards got spoiled and came out. Hello, Hans. Thanks for joining the Patreon, by the way. Yeah. No, I'm fine. So quick things. This card's really good. One goblin to rule them all. Yes. So Dominaria United came out on Magic Online. Technically, 2 days ago, you could get cards and chests, and then drafts started yesterday, so cards become more widely available. And Goblins got 2 new cards from the set. We got Rundvelt Hordemaster and Squee Dubious Monarch. Squee's a little less complicated, so let's talk about that first. Squee, 2 mana, or 2 in a red for a 2/2 haste. When it attacks, you get a 1/1 Goblin token that is tapped and attacking, and then it effectively has Escape 4. So you can exile 4 other cards from your graveyard, pay 4 mana, and you get to cast it. Notably, this is a cast, so you do get a discount from Goblin War Chief. So I really like this card because Goblins, basically every deck, almost every deck in Legacy abuses the graveyard to some extent, and Goblins getting a recursive threat that's like on tribe and curves out really well with our 2-drops, generates multiple bodies. It's just like another creature that naturally has haste, I think is really good. And in the small amount of testing I've done so far, it's actually overperformed expectations for me. I doubt that I'll be able to play more than one, but the one I've had has felt really good so far. This is a very interesting kind of complex card. If you want to check out all of my thoughts on it, and granted, they're a little bit behind now, as I wrote about 4,000 words on the Patreon on all the implications of this card. It's 3R remove. Pay 3R and remove 4 other cards in your graveyard rather than paying its mana cost. Yeah, Squee is a flavor win. Yeah, I think so. So Squee directly synergizes with both Hordemaster and Piledriver. Like I think with Piledriver is that when you play it on turn 2, it takes usually 2 turns for it to become actually threatening on an empty board. Squee changes that, where if you go turn 2 Piledriver, turn 3 Squee, it's an attack for 8. Which is just like a really fast clock. And if they kill the Squee, you just get it back. If they kill the Piledriver, then you're getting extra value out of your Squee. So that's like a really nice 1/2 punch. And it's good with Hordemaster too, though it is less damage. Like it's it'll be 5 damage, 6 if you attack with the Hordemaster. So Hordemaster, so first of all, Hordemaster is 2 mana, 1 in a red, very notably. 1 in a red. 1/1 Lord makes all other goblins +1/+1. And then whenever it or another goblin you control dies, exile the top card of your library. If it's a goblin creature card, so it doesn't work with Warren Weirding or Tarfire. CB Max, thanks for the resub. Holy shit, that's 2 years. Thanks very much. If it's a goblin card, you may cast the card until the end of your next turn. So if something dies on your turn, you get a whole another turn cycle to cast it, which is absolutely huge. And this card obviously subsidizes Lackey quite a bit. You know, you can just turn 1 Cavern Lackey, turn 2 Cavern Hordemaster. Nothing in the format creature-wise is going to stop your Lackey, or they're going to chump block. You know, and Lackey forcing chump blocks is amazing. And if they kill your Lackey on the following turn, you might get a card off of the trigger. But Hordemaster's really, really good with Skirk Prospector. Partially because you wanna make sure you can always get your triggers. So you want a sack outlet on the table for exile removal. So Source of Plowshares, Prismatic Ending. Hordemaster doesn't trigger off of those spells, but Skirk will effectively allow it to. And Sling Gang will do the same thing. And then Hordemaster also makes cards like my War Marshal better, both because you want to be going wide with a Lord effect, but also it turns Echo into an upside. So if you go, so this is gonna come up with a Vial a lot. Is you go like turn Vial, turn 2 War Marshal, and then turn 3 you want to upkeep, stack Echo, then Vial trigger. Vial takes to 2, Vial in Hordemaster. War Marshal dies from from Echo, and then you get a trigger. Yes, my Legacy deck collection is a lot of Goblins varieties. What do we have in here that's not? We got Slivers, we have Delver, Old Humans, Painter, which I want to build at some point, Old Ass Miracles, different Painter. But yeah, it's like 95% Goblins. Yes, Twin Shot. So notable thing about Hordemaster is that it's a 1/1 itself, so the deck is actually a little more vulnerable to Plague Engineer. Now, there's an interesting rules thing that happens that makes it worse versus Plague Engineer on some boards than it would seem to be at first glance. So if you've got like a 1 mana, if you got 1 Hordemaster in play, and you've got 3 1/1 Goblins, but are now 2/2s because it's a Lord, opponent plays a Plague Engineer, you would think that you get 4 triggers because all your stuff dies, but in fact you get 1 trigger because the 1/1s, the Hordemaster has to be dead for the 1/1s to see that they are now 1/1s. At which point the Hordemaster can't see the 1/1s also die. The way to get around this is to have a sack outlet. So if you have a Sling Gang and a Hordemaster and your opponent plays Plague Engineer, then you sack all your stuff, and then the Engineer resolves, and that way you get all the triggers. Same thing with Skirk, obviously less profitable. Now, last thing, oh yeah, so Twin Shot Sniper. So because of the Plague Engineer thing, I wanted a second hard answer to Engineer, and also there's no Jump Home Incinerator in this list. I wanted to see if I missed Jump Home and Twin Shot. So Hordemaster's just like doesn't play well with Jump Home at all, because you can't cycle from exile. But this you could at least hardcast. So I wrote a whole article. I really want to keep Fable and the Mirror Breaker in the deck, but I think there's too many Hydroblasts in the metagame right now, because Minsk and Buor is now in Moto, Maddening Hex is now in Moto, Mono Red Stompy and Mono Red Painter are both very good right now. And Hydroblast is also good in the Delver Mirror. So there's like 2 Hydroblasts in every blue deck. So having more non-creatures, like red non-creatures, is increasingly a liability, especially in post-board games, and that's kind of where Fable is supposed to shine. So I was feeling that tension enough, even in the only few games of testing I've done, that I decided I'll just go more all in on Goblins being Goblins. And that way, you also get stronger Muxus, stronger Hordemaster, stronger Ringleader. Steez. Yeah, I would like the stained glass promo on Moto would be pretty cool. Joe Pasco. Yeah, I just talked about Squee. If you go back in the VOD, like probably less than 5 minutes, you just missed it. But quick version curves out really well with our 2-drops and is recursive value off the graveyard. Yeah, I think Squee's overperforming for me. So the things I want to discover are like like this is a huge change for goblins, right? We even had like a slam dunk 4 of addition to the deck. Like closest thing has been Munitions Expert. Munitions Expert was really just a side grade to Jump Administrator. Like it was an improvement, but not 100% of the time. There's no card in the class of Hordemaster that exists. Like we've never had a 2-mana card like Hordemaster before. So you know, we're down to 1 Ringleader. Can we cut Ringleader entirely? Do we want it as a major target just as 1-up? That's what I've got right now. You know, there's a bit of a problem. Oh, what? All right. Magus the Moon over Blood Moon. I'll get to that in just a second. Final thing I want to mention is that there's actually a bug on Magic Online right now. Is Muxus is bugged so that the creatures that come in off the trigger all come in tapped. I got in contact with the Magic Online team, and they actually responded to me. They said, like, hey, we're aware of this issue. And then they got back to me again. It was like, hey, we can't hot fix this. It'll be fixed this coming Wednesday. So that's a bummer, but it's really cool that they actually responded to me. Yeah, Magus the Moon over Blood Moon is, you can vial it in, you can cavern it out. So there's mostly like, it's like bug decks that play they play counter spells, but their removal tends to be a little clunkier. And if you can just go cavern, also 4 color control, they have Force of Wills. You can go cavern on human or wizard and just resolve your Magus, and that just wins automatically. That also sometimes works against Doomsday. Whereas like a Blood Moon's a really hard thing to actually resolve. And then against the decks where you really want a moon effect for like lands or, you know, depth strategies, they have Buseju, they've got Force of Air, they've got there's something else, but those are the big ones, Buseju and Force of Vigor. Whereas they actually tend to have fewer removal spells for creatures post moon resolving. So Magus is actually more durable and easier to resolve than Blood Moon. There are occasionally matchups where Blood Moon is better, but for the most part, Magus is better. Any decks trying the new black-green removal exile you can kick to hit anything. I think I know what you're talking about. Not that I've seen. Squee is overperforming so far. I've only got like 14 matches in with the new cards and have tried a bunch of different stuff. So no strong conclusions yet, but Squee is overperforming. The Saga decks, I don't know. I'm actually kind of wondering if we can cut Trashmaster entirely at some point. But with Painter being as good as it is, that's probably not smart. But I would kind of want to get a Fury back in the sideboard somewhere, but I don't know. We're 1-1 this league. Lost to like a mono blue 8-cast Painter hybrid. And then beat I don't remember. Look at Luanel. Number 1 on the leaderboard. Yeah, I feel like I played against 8-cast and I won, and it was just like I didn't feel the need to actually go for Trashmaster. I just like raced to Muxus. It just felt easier to kill them with Muxus than try to control their board forever with Trashmaster. But Trashmaster plus Hordemaster, or Trashmaster plus Hordemaster, seems very, very difficult to beat. That is true. All right, on the play. And it's quite good. So gonna go Tormund Vial off Mountain. Hopefully it resolves. Cool. And then what we do on turn 2 will be a question. It's probably Pile Driver. I find that you don't often actually want to play your Hordemaster. Ooh, Stage Pass. That's kind of scary. That's interesting. So if we draw a land next turn, we can deploy everything. We can just throw our, double Hordemaster, Pile Driver, War Chief at them. I think it's Driver here. Because if we don't draw land, then we can double Hordemaster attack for 3. Be pretty well set up. Yeah, thanks. Oh, yeah, I finished my dissertation, which is also the reason I'm going to be making content again. So I have a lot more. I've got a lot to do, but it's not as pressing. Okay. Yeah, so I'm done with my masters. Pretty cool. Land? Nice. So what could this be here? Is this lands? Kind of feels like lands. Two more years. No, I'm not doing a PhD. Elevator pitch. My master's thesis is it's a experiential approach to Roman soldiers in the 4th century AD and thinking about like what their lives were like. I'm like thinking about Tabernacle. Let's not give up free damage. The fun thing about Hordemaster or Tabernacle is that you can like let things die and you get triggers from it. For the Roman soldiers, basically goblins. Is opponent dead next turn? War Chief, Expert. This is a 3/3. This is a 4/4. Probably dead. Huh. Crunch? Crunch? 2, 4, 6, 8. 12 damage Pile Driver. Just. Okay. Unfortunately, we don't know what they're doing necessarily. So we want Edict, we want Caracas, we want Magus. Now the question is, what variety of lands? They could be Green White Depths. Green White Depths probably wouldn't keep that hand. This feels like lands to me. Lands or like Mono Black or maybe Turbo Depths. Probably want Trash Master. Shapering Leader. The thing is, I want the Graveyard Hate if they are actually lands. I don't need the remove. I don't like want these. But if they're on like the mono black stuff, then you want the removal. I'm gonna board in. I'll skip the last surgical just in case they don't use the graveyard very much. This at least is a threat, and this can sometimes matter even if they are not playing graveyard stuff. Squee might not be great in this matchup. Two cuts, huh? Could cut the last expert. Yeah. I got twin shot. And an edict. Yeah, lands in mono black. It's kind of tricky. Maybe I'll just skip the surgical. Just have the hearse as the most flexible of the options. Worried I'm just gonna like die to turn 1 Elvish Reclaimer, but I want to keep twin shot. Okay, sure. I want to keep twin shot because if they are on mono black, I need an answer. I want answers to opposition agent and engineer. And if they're on depths, like, or lands rather, I want answer to reclaimer that I can get off of. Okay, looks like lands are green white. Shit, I said turn 1 reclaimer. I cut all my experts. All right, so we have. So I guess it was just a really it's just a really bad keep from green white. Sure. Okay, double wasteland's kind of interesting. I only got 2 cards. Bugged still. Yeah, we certainly got bamboozled in our sideboarding. Keeping a bad hand, yeah. Ooh, Edict is not bad. Edict is not bad. Okay, let's play this Wasteland so we don't die. Play a second Lackey. And I might Wasteland the Arbor in their upkeep. Or if they activate here. Crop rotation? Be weird to have to cast crop rotation when you just have a crop rotation. Sure. Oh, is this getting flagstones? That makes sense. Okay. Hmm. I want to wasteland them partially because I don't want Greensun for Knight to be a thing or Excavator. There's like a argument to like waste them in upkeep to see if they activate Reclaimer again, but they wouldn't do that and onboard 2 lackeys. Okay. Just lose to Source of Plowshares? Think so. Don't think my spot gets better. Okay, didn't have endurance. All right. Here's the bug. I don't have any experts that I can hit off of this. Oh, but there's a twin shot. No, that's not enough damage. Still pretty good hit, honestly. We've got a sack outlet in hand too. We can wasteland. I also have a reach creature. Doesn't necessarily matter with the reclaimer in play, but we might be able to clear the reclaimer. Do I get a depths? Okay. So they have stage in hand? Or crop rot, maybe? Okay. New goblins forgot Dominaria. Are they worth getting? Yes. Yeah, it's like the arena nerf muxes, yeah. So they do just go for it, so that's unfortunate. Would have loved to just dunk them on them with this wasteland. Hmm. So I could wasteland them and then just like block sack. I don't think I have lethal here, right? I could, yeah, I could try to dig deep for the sling. Uh, so if I go Skirk attack, all Muxus gets eaten, Reclaimer eats the Lackey. It's only 7 damage, 8, 9 damage. I kind of like wasteland them, hold back for a turn. I can't efficiently kill Reclaimer, can I? If I go... Yeah, I'm thinking about, can I kill Reclaimer? So if I go play a land, sacrifice, Lackey, I'd have to give up Muxus. So 1, 2, sack, 3 damage, sacrifice one of those tokens, Claimer. But then I don't have enough damage to kill him on the crackback. Yeah, Jack, I actually tested Sting Scourger and it is still bad. Alright, I think I'm gonna just sit for a turn. Just hope they... don't care about plow. Yeah, I'll gain 3. Okay. Hmm. And I'm at 23. Like, I can look a lot of cards here. It's a lot better if I wait another turn. What's the risk of waiting another turn? Natural step on the Reclaimer. I can kill it in response then if I have to. So I think I just pass with all my mana up. Kind of a funny game. Okay. So if I go sack Lackey, sack Hordemaster, activate Pashlik, I get 2 triggers, put 2 damage on the Reclaimer, get 2 Goblin tokens. I sack them, kill Reclaimer, deal 2 more damage. And then I have 2 Goblin tokens, Skirk, Pashlik, Muxus. I can activate Pashlik against pre-combat, put them to 15. And then attack of 3, 4, 5. This will be 9 damage plus 2. Oh, right, I have to sack the tokens. Yeah, duh. Yeah. So what if I just don't do anything here? I draw... sacrifice... I activate Pashlik, sacrifice Lackey. Ping, sack. It's like not... This is tricky. Yeah, I can see what I get off the Lackey trigger. Two. They have to block the Muxus. I don't have anything in hand. Oh, this is so complicated. This is so complicated. I have to decide where I'm going to put these triggers. So am I going to kill the Reclaimer this turn? Meaning I would lose the Hordemaster. Could just do damage to face. I'm going to kill the Reclaimer. I think this is wrong. I think this is wrong. I don't know. Okay. Crater Maker. Uh... So now I just untap, cast Crater Maker, pop, deal 3 to Reclaimer, sack a token, or attack. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 10. Okay. Oh. I'm so sorry, opponent. I'm so sorry about it. I'm taking an inexcusable amount of time. So I still go Crater Maker, sack Crater Maker. Yeah. Let me go to combat. I'll leave a second plow. Okay. I don't know if this is lethal or not. I think it's exact C's. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, my head hurts. My head hurts. It was like so much thinking. Oh my god. Chest Raiders 6 to the follow. That was like 30 minutes ago. So maybe the first Pashlik triggers should have gone face because I wasted 2 damage there. Right? I dealt 2 damage to a Reclaimer and then didn't kill it. Because I wanted the way it worked out was I wanted the tokens left in play to attack and to trigger Muxus. Because I knew that it wasn't double goblin. It was I hit a mountain with the first trigger. I did hit pretty well though. That's actually something I wrote about. Like that Crater Maker was so much better than or no. Well, yes, but because of Pashlik, but something I like about Crater Maker now with Hordemaster, it didn't happen in this game, but yeah, Crater Maker becoming Bolt with Pashlik in play is always really really nice. I wonder if opponent plows Pashlik on that last turn after I had sacked the Hordemaster, they might have won. But I guess then I can sack more of my board, kill the Reclaimer, and then Sling Gang plus Muxus might just kill them. I don't know. The math on that was really close. Oh my god, that was such a stressful fucking game. Like, actually mind melting. Ultra, thanks for the follow. That was like actually mind melting. Holy shit. Oh my god. I'm upkeep plow. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe plow Pashlik in response to the activation of Pashlik when the goblin tokens haven't come in yet. I think that's when they needed to do it. No, because then I could sack. No, yeah, I think that would have worked. I want to play this in modern. Can't seem to play local legacy. Want a few trans Snoop combos. What's to play instead of Lanky there? I don't think you can get away with goblins in modern without Snoop combo. Unfortunately, this hand's a little weak. I think we can mulligan. Okay, seems fine. And I think Hordemaster is specifically a bigger pickup in Legacy than in Modern because of Lackey. We did beat Green White Depths, yes. Game 1, they kept a really sus hand, it seems, and then Game 2, the Sudden Edict kind of bailed me out. Prospector, your turn late. Borneo, thanks for the sub. So we can slow play this. We could go just port and then either Matron or Skirk plus port, depending on what they're doing. Alternatively, just play Hordemaster. I kind of want to get the Hordemaster in play. I don't know what they're doing, so port may or may not be good. This is like a Jeskai deck and they have exile removal. I'll be a little sad, but Scrubland. Jab Jabber, thanks for the follow. How many Forward Masters worth getting? 4. Big Skirk. Interesting. Scrubland Island. Take Skirk. Is this like Esper Doomsday? I mean, I want to get another creature on board. Hey John, how you doing, man? Does Squee kill them next turn? It's 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's a 2-turn clock. Kind of like just getting Squee here. Still don't know what my opponent's doing. My thinking with Squee is that it's a 2-turn clock, so if they cast Doomsday, they die, unless they can kill me all in 1 turn. Okay, sure. Bounce my Hordemaster. Hey, Jarvis. So some sort of Esper fair deck. The Goblin token off Squee looks sick. Okay, it is Esper Doomsday. They're just dead here, right? Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. See if I can bait them to dazing. So they're 2. Wasteland you. I'm supposed to hit the UC, but or one of the UCs, but Dark Ritual, Battle, Doomsday. Go to 1. I guess they just drew... They must have just drawn the Doomsday. Oh, I'm dead to the deep analysis. Oh no, they can't flashback deep analysis. They're at 1. Duh. They need a cantrip in hand. Sag. Predict. That is really unfortunate that literally 1 damage. All right, so let's snip the deck here. Let's get the whole thing. So mana base 2. All right, so they have Swamp and Island. Petal, Petal. 2 petals, 1 LED. Mindbreak Trap's gonna be pretty trash. Honestly, I might not even board in Mindbreak Trap. Magus. Magus is valuable in the sense that it shuts off Cavern, like their Cavern. So Reb is always live. Oops. Considering cutting the vials here. I normally really like Vial against Doomsday. This is a slower version, but I'm worried about being threat dense because this version of Doomsday often sides into like a ton of removal. And you can actually get punished for staring at Vial all game. I'm on the play too. I just want to try to run them over. On all of these experts. They probably boarded Monastery Mentor, so yes. I don't want this Magus. No, the Muxus is still bugged. I'm just living with it. Yeah, Vial gets bounced by Teferi is kind of bad sometimes. Maybe I don't want the Chalice. I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to go to 60 for Hordemaster. Yeah, I do think Magus is good. I do think Magus is good, but it could also do nothing, so I don't know. So I think it's like Hordemaster helps solve the ringleader problem of needing specific Stark Ritual Doomsday. Okay, no. It's kind of nice. It's like they want to take a Hordemaster because it's the pressure, but the Muxus, I can also just hardcast this Muxus on turn 3. Okay. Hopefully draw a Cavern. I want to get these fetches through because of opposing opposition agent and also because of I'm just like fetching to thin basically. That's annoying. I'm gonna sacrifice. I'm not gonna pay Echo, so I'm sacrificing War Marshal so it gets to attack next turn. Mana denial would be good. Matron's not bad. They're not playing Days, are they? They're not. This is a game that could definitely be cost by the Muxus bug. What? Did they sideboard into Days? Oh, there's a single Days. Sure. No, there's two. Okay, it's 2 days. That makes more sense. Lackey's not bad. I don't think there's a reason to play this land. Force? Pitch Force. I guess if I draw a land, then I'll feel really stupid. All right. Make the correct play. Now, if we die because these goblins come tapped, it'll be a bummer. Okay. They should still be dead, actually. Okay, it doesn't matter. Thank God. So they had an Esper control draw, not a combo deck draw. Chalice. So I felt good about cutting Vial there. I don't think I ever wanted to draw the Vial that game. There's like too much interaction. Let's get the Magus in here. Chalice is like kind of mediocre. Kind of funny that the turn 2 Mogwar Marshal just like hit my opponent for like 4 turns in a row. Muxus bug just started. It just happened with the latest update. So like yesterday. Like Chalice. I feel like if my opponent's knowing the matchup, they are more likely to take lines that walk into Mindbreak Trap. And if we have sufficient pressure, they are forced to walk into Mindbreak Trap. Shiv an Expert. Still 4 creature removal. It's possible that Crater Maker is worse than Expert. Let's try this. Sand's quite slow. No interaction. Okay. Oh, that's actually kind of tough. Mountain or Second Wasteland. Thinking about Reb as a relevant draw. I have a fair number of red sources. Actually not that many. I think I keep the second wasteland. It's bad if they go like turn 2 Strix. And I draw Expert. That's like another punish. Did see 2 basics out of them. Maybe the second wasteland. Alright, I'm gonna second wasteland. Damn it. Obviously should have put back Cavern. Get Scrubland here? Tundra. Sure. Brainstorm? Sure. Opponent's thinking. How did you view dungeons? Right click, view dungeon information. It's so funny that this is just here. It's like, this is a part of the game now. C minus Jarvis. Doesn't even it doesn't sound like a word. Like this is for the stickers button. Yeah, we've already got like Crystalline Giant. It's like not that different. I do have to sound like Ligma, you know? Well, that doesn't sound like a word. Well, yeah, yeah, like no, that's the point. It's like, oh boy. Okay. Hopefully you don't also have Source of Plowshares. Or we like flip a Sling getting into play. I feel a lot better about my life if I had a Mindbreak Trap in hand. What's Ligma? Asks XJ Cloud. Mind Goblin. Anyone want an exclamation point card? Mind Goblin? No, Jarvis, you're like doing the D's nuts joke wrong. It like doesn't make sense. You don't mind goblins at all? There, alright, yeah. Alright, punch in the tank on the Doomsday pile. Fair enough. Which presumably means I'm not dead. Stormthief redeemed rate a random gobbo. Alright, opponent's tanking on their Doomsday pile. We can do that. Got my notepad link at the ready for Scryfall random goblin. We got Krark Clan Engineers. This is a card that taunted me because I would always look for like goblins that shattered artifacts before we had Creator Maker and Trashmaster, and I'd always see this motherfucker and be like, God damn it, why aren't you so much better? Why not bookmark it? Because that's too easy, Dan. I don't know. I don't know. Oh no, Jarvis is making me do it again. All right. Steam Flogger Service Rep. Unstable. 2 and a green, 1/1. There's the goblin. Whenever another goblin enters the battlefield under your control, you pay 1 if you do assembles a contraption. That's great. Assembling contraptions is broken. Alright, please don't kill me. No, come on. You just had the brainstorm pile and took 10 minutes. There's no considers, no deep analysis. Try some LED thing. Kind of obnoxious to have like 8 removal spells in your deck, and then you're just like, okay, Dark Ritual Doomsday kill you. No, contraptions are not legal in black border formats. Yeah, they would have lost the Mighty Trap. Yeah, this is why, because this is exactly how Doomsday wants to build. Wow, it'd be so cool if I had a Mind Break Trap right now, but I don't. Okay, Moto won't humor me. It's not it's not how the joke goes. All right. No more random goblin voting. Yeah, Goblin Recruiter banned for time. Yada yada. That part's a meme. Now is probably just too good, but the time part is absolutely a meme. I mean, I'd feel fine against Doomsday most of the time. All right, opponent. It's on 61 cards. They might just be on fucking oops all spells. They're also on green white sometimes. Also on Delver sometimes. Ugh. We have 11 1-drops. If we draw a 1-drop, this hand is fine. Let's just draw 1-drop. We'll probably die in turn 1. Fuck. Oh, we draw 1-drop. Okay. Come on. Max time is the only way to have a 3/4 reclaimer. I think we just lose now. Yeah, new Squee's been good. God, that's frustrating. We just like can't kill this reclaimer now. I think I need this file in play. Okay. Yep. We're on the draw, so we lost. This is kind of long and short of that one. I mean, we could have drawn a Wasteland, but our opponent should definitely attack me. We can technically live, but... Alright, green white depths. I don't like Trashmaster, actually. First is good. Yeah, this is second green white matchup. So now that we actually know that we're playing against green white. How do you sideboard now? Can shave Crater Maker, I think. Maze is actually not terribly common in green-white. No, I don't think we want to trim Skirks. I think Skirk's really important. I don't love cutting drivers because you really need to be able to kill them. You need threat density, but I might have to here. This is one matchup where the Muxus bug is like really annoying because you end up pre-combat Muxusing kind of a lot. Kind of want to keep all my lands. Can't cut any red sources, not cutting any wastelands or ports, so it's like not an option. I do just cut the third Skirk, as bad as that seems. Sure. 3 Skirk is a lot of Skirk. Okay. I'm gonna lead on Cavern here. Because I don't want to fetch Mountain in case I draw a Sudden Edict. But I mean, like, uninterrupted, draw third land, we can play this Muxus on 3. We can interact with the Kinesis. Fuck. Thanks, Avidity. Ooh, Edict, speaking of. Thanks for the resub for 2 years. Hell yeah. Thanks so much. Alright, Hordemaster, you'd be a very good draw. Fuck. That's such an awkward fucking land to draw. I have 1 Skirk left in my deck. Lackey becomes a dead draw if I pitch the Muxus. I'm dead to like a second creature if I don't draw. I only have 7 black sources in my deck after fetch plus wasteland. Yeah, Plow on Skirk is so good. We actually would have gotten the turn 3 Muxus. I hate this. I hate this a lot. Knight. Okay. Please, for the love of God, draw a red card. Fuck you, deck. Maybe I have to waste the stage there. You have another knight? Alright, sure. Uh, dead. They play 2 steps. I mean, didn't activate their knight. Oh, I'm just dead to Wasteland. Right. That was kind of shitty. 2-3. The Doomsday, we lost game 1 literally by 1 life point. I don't know. That felt kind of shit. Game, and then we just lost to the. We just really lost to the plow. On the Skirk. The Skirk was too important. And that's part of the reason why I didn't want to cut the 3rd Skirk, because it's like really important to draw one. Or draw multiples even. Build felt fine. I'm gonna run it back, I think. Might want to play a second Magus if there's going to be this much depths. Yeah, I don't think losing to green-white is acceptable anymore. I think we just like actively need to combat that matchup and like make it good, which I think is doable. But yes, I did get comboed on in all of my losses, whether through Merit Age or through other combos. Yeah, but like that has to change. And I think the new cards like very obviously helped against Doomsday, right? Like Hordemaster pressuring Doomsday really did matter. It was pretty lucky that like they didn't, if it like they were, it's literally like 1 fetch land of difference. Um like ultimately I'm not too worried about the Doomsday matchup. And green white doesn't look too bad on paper anymore. Needle, no, I think Needle's time is kind of past. I just like, I keep trying to play Needle. It's just so unimpactful. It's like so unimpactful. Because there's like, you have to Needle Reclaimer or Knight, but then so you end up just needling Stage like all the time, and then they just Green Sun for their Shatter, or they have Force of Vigor, or like, it's just, or they have Prismatic Ending. Like, it's really Prismatic Ending. It's just like so much accessible removal for Needle, so it's just so unreliable. Green Splash Runafel, yeah. That's the thing. It's like we had our 1 fetch land, and then it immediately got wastelanded, and then we stared at Sudden Edict, and we died. So like that's what splashing does to you. Swamp Bite, thanks for the follow. Yeah, I mean Plow plus Reclaimer plus double Knight and a natural combo piece is like exactly what green white wants against us. So I mean, it was a quite strong hand. Like even if we got to Kinesis the Knight as well, at least to the second one. You can't like, you know, double force of will effectively and expect to still have resources. You just need to progress your own board. If we didn't expert for the first reclaimer, then not having to kinesis reclaimer, pretty big difference. I don't love my sideboard right now. It's a bit of a jumble. Honestly, I wish I could cut these blasts a lot of the time, but then you run into Delver. It's like not okay. Okay. His name is familiar to me, but I don't remember why. This is a lot of 3-drops, but Squee's your new favorite card in the deck. Squee's really good. Squee's been quite good. Against Doomsday game 1, it's like the only reason, like, you know, they were at 2. Just dealt huge amount of damage out of nowhere. We had Hordemaster and Matron in play, and then swing for a million. Okay, File Resolving is a good sign. Please don't be Reanimator. Be very unhappy if it's Reanimator. Before I wanted to listen to Discord, I'll check it after the match. Are they playing Goblins? Can we just get this Squee in play? Tony, yeah, Tony's fucking Belcher decks all the time. I'm assuming this is the mirror. Okay. A little awkward. I think I'm just gonna hope that I draw another black source eventually. Not gonna worry too much about the expert. Oh, nice. Let's go War Chief Pashalik. Yeah, can always make twin shot if I need to. That's a good point. Okay. This Gata is like Blessed Myra Wasteland. It's got to be the mirror. So let's side for the mirror. Odders. Caracas. Caracas protecting Pashalik can be really good in the mirror. But I'm already... I need to find 2 cuts from here, which seems kind of difficult. It's tricky to shave any of the 1-drops because Lackey blocks Lackey. Prospector blocks Lackey. Hordemaster should be very good. Yeah. You can shave a Sling Gang in the mirror. Just skip the Caracas. Yes, protecting Squee from plows could definitely come up with first control. Also, Caracas is going to be a lot better against the Uro decks now, because not only is it Uro, but now it's also Minsc and Boo. Yes, this game is either going to go 3 turns or 20, yeah. Goblins is so weird. It's like, it's got the Lackey sub game on the first 2 turns, and then if it gets past that, then it gets... There's usually a Vile sub game. I hate the mirror, honestly. I like it. What? Hello? Oh. Now what? Just accept... Is it Pox? I'm going to play an opposition agent and play Badlands. I don't really care if they wasteland me here, I think. Oh, I'm so fucking smart. God damn it. God damn it. No. Oh, got him. Nice Urborg. No. There's an Urborg. Chill. I know what I'm doing. Oh, hello. I think we chill. Might get a second creature out of this Kinesis. I could like sack Skirk to play Hordemaster. But I think I just want to keep my shit. Okay. Plague Engineer. Crucible. Sure. Uh... I kind of just want to keep all my other stuff, so I might just actually pitch the Prospector to the Kinesis. Yeah, this is a new league. Yeah, I could also just trade, that's true. Okay, maybe I just do this. Because I do want the Skirk in play. For both the Squee and the Hordemaster. Matron is good. Okay. Okay. Maybe we just Mux is here. Let's go like Violent, Hordemaster, Sack Skirk. Or Violent Hordemaster, Kinesis, the Agent, pitching, Squee, I think. Sack Skirk, cast Matron, get Muxus attack. I guess I'll see what I hit first. Okay. It's interesting. Snuff out. Does that make me want... Oh, they just stack really well. I'll pitch the Squee. I could... You know, I could like have some Fear of Merit Lage. Hold up my Wasteland. Just cast this. Seems really conservative though. Cool. So Muxus hits War Marshal, Skirk, Trashmaster. Yeah. Just GG. It's just instantly over. Okay. I feel... Yeah, we 2-3'd the last league. We lost to Mono Blue Painter / Acast off stream. I punted it pretty bad, honestly. And then lost to Doomsday in pretty close ones, and then Green White Depths. And the wins were a different Green White Depths, and what was it? I don't remember. Hmm. I'm a believer. I'm a believer. Pat Mulligan's a 6. Mulligan's 5. Okay, now I'm scared of dying on turn 1, but it's a force. If it's a blue deck, then I feel like I've won. Mulling to force. Let's lead on port, I guess. I think you're actually supposed to lead on Wasteland, but... Oh, okay. Oh, GG. GG. Blood Moon me, I dare you. Oh, hello. I think I want to Wasteland the Den. Or the... Maybe not. I don't know. I really don't think it matters. Moon Stompy. I think just those three. I like Skirk in this matchup to fizzle Bone Crusher Giant if they have it, and Fury, getting triggers off Hordemaster through Fury. Skirk's nice. I've seen Moonstompy playing Squee, yeah. I think it's probably pretty reasonable. Alright, this one, unfortunately, gotta throw back. Seems totally fine. Might throw Trashman back here. It's better than Fable. It's not better than Fable. Fable's like the best card in that deck. Fable's so fucking good in Moonstompy. It's kind of tricky. Playing Archer over Gem Palm. Just Wasteland them. Yeah, I think so. Gonna Wasteland this Den eventually, probably, and decent chance of just mana screwing them. Okay, Chalice, sure. Squee is a nice draw. Twin Shot kills Plague Engineer more easily. How matches played today? 3. This is the 4th. Also on 2. Okay, that's a little annoying, but we can always just pitch one or draw a Cavern. Be happy to draw Trashmaster Soul Fetch here to get out of the bottom of my deck. Save my Aether Vials, not the best. But these porting is just gonna ruin my opponent. But yeah, Gem Palm, if you expect to see this matchup a lot, Gem Palm's really good. Hey, Cavern. Let's get the Cavern in play before like a Magus Bin comes down. Let's attack with our Squee. Not too scared of any of their threats with the Kinesis in hand. It's one of their better cards here. You're at 6. 2 Ancient Tombs in play. Cool. Squee is good. Squee is good. The thing with Fable is like it's such a consistency boost. It's like it drastically reduces the fail rate of Moon Stompy, of decks in general, because it generates mana with the 2/2 token, and Moon Stompy has a lot of very situational cards. In that it's like, okay, I got my Blood Moons, I got my Trinispheres, I got my Chalices, but in any given matchup, one of those cards probably is completely textless, right? So the rummage on Fable is so good, and then it gives them late game power with the Kiki copying. It effectively gives Rebelmaster haste, and copying Fury is insane. Yeah, like I think Fable's really good. It's just I wouldn't be surprised if Moonzavi finds a way to play some number of Squeeze. Like I think it's debatably better than some number of war bosses. It's a slower clock over time, but it's faster in the short term because it deals 3 the turn you play it instead of 1. Because it's like 3, and then it's attack for 4, so that's 7. And then attack for 5, that's 12. Whereas War Boss would be attack for 1, attack for attack for 5, that's 6. And then attack for 8. Just no. All right. Okay. Put Alessi Stifle Knot? Fuck. This is like such a bad matchup. Better now, theoretically, yes. Do I ditch? I ditch Expert here. Throw on Delver, that's like really bad, but no, Muxus is our payoff for the Lackey. Could also ditch a land. That's like super ballsy. Pitch a fetch. I think pitching a fetch is also reasonable. If they play a blocker that Expert would have cleared, then Hordemaster forces it to be a chump block. Oh shit. It's happening. It's happening. Oh, Angel Report. That's like the best draw. Like he's the OG Ragavan. Yeah. All right. Game's over. All right, we got the all right, so I'm going to assume this is Stifle Knot inside as such. This matchup's so fucking bad, though. Because they're also playing Uro. They have fucking 4 dress downs. Could play Chalice, even though I'm boarding in 4 blasts. I think Hearse is good for Uro. Caracas also probably want. They are a Bolt deck. I don't know. We saw hold on. We saw Basic Island. We saw Basic Island. I don't think Rug Stifle Not plays Basic Island. Delta Island Ponder. So I might be getting baited. Why no Fable? There's a lot of Hydroblasts, and the problem is letting. It's like throughout most of the game, you're trying to make counterspells into dead cards, and Fable turns them back on if you've been like playing off Cavern and Vial. Is like the main problem. I really like Fable in the deck, but right now specifically, it hasn't been working for me. Okay. I'm just gonna submit 61 because I don't know what to cut. Okay. Oh, I should have exiled that for Squee. Draw. Sure. Okay, so I guess this is like Bant. Cut my ringleader. That feels kind of bad. 4 color. Don't like that. Do not like that. I bottomed my expert. Please, Force of Will. Alright, I think I'm blasting this Brainstorm. I need to cut off the Legion of Spells. Okay. Honestly, good exchange for me. Attack with Mentor, I might block to get a trigger. We can radically change sideboarding. I have a weird moto bug on my account where it's just like things don't load properly. All right. Magus the Moon's probably going to be unbeatable if we can get them tapped out of blue. Okay, Brainstorm on top of their deck. Sure. And a Prismatic Ending. Okay. Sick. Sick draws. Okay. Stop. Goblin Wish, get Chamberlain. All right, that's a lot of cantrips, opponent. Let's just cast like 5,000 1-mana spells. Yeah. All right, Magus is going to be really good. All right, opponent, have 0 spells. Just 0 castables. You're also playing Uro. Okay. I should have blocked differently, but whatever. All right, here's where I lose for the bug tap. I mean, they probably counterspell. Yeah, that makes sense. Force pitch Shark Typhoon. That's good information. All right, all right, all right. Got some good info there. Magus, you're going to be awesome. We're going to want Hearse for Uro and Mystic Sanctuary. Want the War Marshals. It does kind of look like normally the Uro decks can't fit Mentor as well. I wonder how many Mentors my opponent's on. Oh wait, Edict is bad. I have to find cuts is so hard. Shave a Lackey. Let's cut Critter Maker. Twin Shotgun does the same thing but better. Could go to 3 blasts. Protecting Magus from Blue Mental Blast could actually be pretty important. I want to get the one Magus, but do I want a 24th land? Do I shave a Hordemaster? Maybe I do shave a Hordemaster. A lot of exile-based removal. Haven't seen any Wraths. Let's do 61 like this. Double Lackey, Cavern Wasteland's pretty good. And if everything goes wrong, we have enough lands to cast the Matron still. So here's Plow. They didn't use Pending. Maybe play Tough Call on the fetch here. Okay. Second Plow, sure. Oh, that's a good draw. Don't think I play Magus here. I want them to be tapped out of their Blue Elemental Blasts. Let's get an Expert and play on Mentor. We've got a second Matron, so it's kind of free. Okay, Uro. Narset, okay. Alright, this Magus either eats a force or they lose. Or we draw Cavern and they definitely lose. Alright. Squee is good too, but let's take this opportunity. Nice. Let's clear Narset. No. I don't need to kill the Narset. I don't think I'm worried about a Days and Doing package. Maybe they have Pyroclasm? That's true. Nice. Magus of the Moon! Sweet. Very happy about that one. All right, we're 3-0. 3-0. I get some more water. I'll be right back, folks. All right. All right. Yeah, the list does feel strong. Like, records haven't been incredible, but, you know, old Goblins, you kind of, at this point, I felt like I had it down to, like, pretty clear principles on everything. With Hordemaster, like, you can tell, like, I'm agonizing with these sideboards. Is there still the new Nexus feature? Yes. It has not, it has almost cost us a game, but hasn't quite. Yeah, it has in the past, off stream, but yeah, those 4-color control decks are like a big reason to play, would be a big reason to play second copy Magus, and with green-white depths as well. Like, I feel like I should fit a second Magus in the board. A sideboard that I really like the look of is Callum's Painter list. It's like 3 trap, 4 leyline, like 3 or 4 Magus, and then like 2 Fury, 1 Confluence. It's just like super clean. Whereas this is like very jumbled. And obviously this deck is juggling a bit more things. And Callum gets so much open sideboard space from the fact that he main decks 7 Pyroblasts. So Painter gets that leeway. Whereas Goblins got 4 sideboard slots just kind of perpetually eaten. What I think about Manning Hex, it's fine. I wouldn't play in Goblins. I don't want to highly sideboard 15 different cards. I hate that. I hate that a lot. It's just, I mean, no, it's not that it's like, I used to do sideboards like that. And like the logic is always like, you know, you have overlapping fields of cards that do similar things, but are slightly different in different matchups. But it can lead you to playing lots of underpowered cards. Like I'm kind of doing that a little bit with this like 1 Mind Break, 1 Chalice split. Like against LED decks, I have Chalice and Mind Break Trap, but you know, Chalice is like good versus 8 cast or whatever. It seems fine. Why Squee over Rabble? The Rabble downside of must attack is really bad. Because there's plenty of goblins that you don't actually want to attack with all the time. And Squee is like more value since it's like a recursive threat. Okay. Fuck. Do we lose to Days? Or do we just take our trade? They kept the card from the bauble. Hello? All right, I'm screenshotting that. That feels so good. Holy shit, that feels good. Oh, to a cavern. Deal. Huh. So I would bet my opponent's hand has some number of iterations locked in it right now. So yeah, kind of like Cavern Port instead of trying to double spell. Well, Waste plus Port could cut off all cantrips. They've not had a chance to cantrip, really. Waste plus Port is really bad against Brainstorm. I really want to get this Lackey in play. We can read that they don't have Bolt. Alright, yeah, it's a Brainstorm. For Mictide. Okay. Munitions expert. Uh Thing is, yeah, I can't double spell an expert. So I'm either trading Lackey plus expert to kill the Murktide, and then porting them. Alternatively, I could wait. I could wait a turn. I could get the pile driver in play. Or I could do Skirk plus pile driver Wasteland. Getting the pile driver in play with 3 other goblins is really good. Yeah, I mean I can attack with both. I wouldn't like they're gonna block the Lackey, they're not gonna block the Hordemaster. I just like actually don't want to make this trade right now. It's only a 4/4. It's not gonna get bigger. This is bad against Wasteland, kind of. They probably iteration this turn. Okay, but they have to kill the port. Okay. We get to sack the 3. We get 3 triggers and cast the Matron. Hordemaster was so good that game. So insanely good that game. Look how lean this deck is post-board. Classic, fine but bad for Wasteland hand, or on the draw. No, it's just bad mana. I'm gonna keep it. If they ponder shuffle, I'm probably just wastelanding them. Okay. Damn it. Okay. If they don't get bobble. Okay. Fine with that. Fuck. Don't have a land, don't have a land, don't have a land. Steam vents tapped. Okay. Ooh, vile. Alright, we gotta kill this DRC right now. It does suck that if they have a daze here. Okay. Yes, the Volk is all blue because of the weird visual bug I have. Delver. Tide. Okay, 5/5 Murktide. Okay. I think we need to get this Vial online. Kind of sucks to take the turn off, but... Alright, we're dead. Insane. Delver flip. Take 8. They had a DRC. Yeah, Zedek's not doing anything. So the Magical Christmas Land, where they do not have Delirium. There's just too many threats. In their hand to be like 4 dazes. Thanks, Jacktastic. Borrower. Yeah. Yeah, and they have Delirium. Wow. We actually would have stabilized. We can rat. Well, no. We don't Black Source. Never mind. Bummer. That's fine. Those are the draws where you kind of want Kinesis in your deck, but I don't like it otherwise. Oh, man. This hand's so slow. Vulnerable. I just like absolutely hate mulliganing in this matchup. Like I have to. It's just like they have Borrower and probably Meltdown for the Vial. So even if it resolves, you're giving them a lot of time. I don't have any Pyroblasts for Murktides. I can kill one threat if I draw land. Yeah, this is better. I'll ditch the Skirk here. Alright, glad I mulliganed. Alright, Force Pitch Iteration is pretty good for me. Okay. Under shuffle. Ooh. You fucker. God damn it. I hate baubles so much. It's so frustrating. It's like can't. Why is this a 3-3? Think Blue or Delver's too strong? Yes. It's pretty obviously been too strong for months. Hmm. Well, I guess they don't want to attack, right? If they attack, then um, This draw has been so awkward. It kind of feels like they don't have anything, so I'm just gonna get really bold and really want to draw Hordemaster. Sling Gang if I can get in with the lackey. Delver. Okay. This is a spot where it's like so much worse than Gem Palm Incinerator, but yeah, they're down to 9. Third iteration, of course, of course, of course, of course, of course. That's Mystic Sanctuaries, that's the third iteration. And second Murktide, of course, of course, of course. I wonder if I'm supposed to wait to instant speed the lackey. Plays around days. And then the festivities. Bad if they remove the vial. Oh, this game's close. Triple iteration's tough though. It's like absolutely game losing if they have days though. I think I pass. When you get to this stage of the game, you're just like not allowed to play around days, or you like have to play around days more than early. Now, if I play Lackey there, they can Mystic Sanctuary, get back thing, and then days, put the Mystic Sanctuary back in their hand. Mulligan to 6 versus 3 iterations is just really tough. The jump on the twin shot not being a jump on. Down a card from that. Pile Driver's getting some work, so it hit for a lot of damage. Cool. Oh, played around in the festivities. So we're 13. Pass. Okay. Edict, please. Prospector. So we have 3 Rebs that are good draws. An Edict. Other Murktide. Bumps this up. Fair magic card. Fair magic card. Triple Murktide, triple iteration. Hordemaster. Or Marshall. Can we do anything here? Okay, well, strictly speaking, they're dead on board, but it's like pretty likely they have a lightning bolt. Can we get a Sling Gang into play? We've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. We can. So I think we can choose to be a bull or be a force. Problem is, if we attack first, they bolt, pile driver, block lackey, take 1. We go to 5. Violin, matron, or violin, war marshal, sack it, cast matron. Then we'll have skirk, 2 1/1s, matron. And then we're like 2 damage short. What if we matron? What if we violin war marshal, sack war marshal, cast matron, get what if we get Squee? Does it cost us anything to get Squee actually? So then we still kill them in combat? No, I don't think Sling does it. Let's double check. So, have to leave Badlands open. Sack this, cast matron. Then 1, 2. I mean, Days could also be a card they have. Sack, token, cast matron, sack, that. Sling Gang will still lose to all the same cards, so. Okay. Let's go, motherfucker, pile driver. So That's interesting. Yeah, it's like they. Yeah, it was 3 Murktides, 3 iterations. One got pitched to forest, but they cast one of them twice with Sanctuary. It's interesting. It's not. I don't think it's strictly a misplay because like if I go to combat and then they Hydroblast, um, the prospector or the lackey, then I lose. I was on the play, right? I won game 1, lost game 2. Yeah, I lost game 2. Also, they have to consider what if I have like I guess it wouldn't make sense for me to have multiple Murktide answers. I wonder if they weren't supposed to attack. Maybe attacking with the Murktide cost them? Yeah, because like if Matron resolves, then I can just go for the Squee or the Hordemaster. I think Squee's better on that board. Because then it's 5 attackers. Yeah, so if they let the Matron resolve and then I sacrifice 3 goblins, cast Squee, then they die because they can't Hydroblast the pile driver. And I'll have too many attackers, so they can't keep it below 5 power. Jeez. I'm really happy I won that game. Obviously, if my opponent had perfect info, I think if my opponent has perfect info, then they can just proactively Hydroblast the Prospector, and I can't win. But the problem with from their perspective of if you just preemptively kill a Prospector, if I go like Pyroblast your blocking Murktide, and then the Lackey gets to connect and potentially put in like Sling Gang or Twin Shot. And I still had 2 cards at that point. I've only used 1 Red Blast. If they let the Mason resolve and they Hydroblast the Squee, they would have won. No. Because the same combat happens, right? In order for them to not die to the pile driver, they need to make it so that I only have 1 other attacker with the pile driver. They need to be able to kill Lackey or Skirk before the pile driver trigger resolves. Otherwise, they lose. So I sack Matron, token, cast Squee. They would not have won if they just waited. It doesn't matter. Oh man, that was a stressful game. All right, we're 4-0. That was a lot of really good cards from Delver. They flooded out a little bit, which helped us certainly. But they drew so many cards. All right, opponent last seen on 8 cast. This hand's like fine. I mean, we 2-3'd our last league. Let's I'm not gonna call goblins broken yet, but I do think it's better. All right, not scared of that. I mean, actually, am a little bit. Just have like turn 2 Kappa with Shadow Spear on it. Just kind of what this looks like. I was kind of hoping they'd play it like an Emery, and then we just could attack through the Emery, feel good about ourselves. Oh. Ooh. Let's fetch to thin a little bit. This Creator Maker. Maybe I should have played the Creator Maker this turn. Attack for 3. Yeah, it's actually more damage. Well, okay, never mind. There's Kappa. Oh, nice. But we get to do like we'll play. Expert you. Opponent's just got that's gonna be really good next turn. One, two, three, four. Yep, that makes sense. Oh. All right. Crack 5 bubbles. Oh, they might not have Kappa now. Pretty reasonable shot. I can just win with drains. Um, don't want to lose my Crater Maker. I could lose the Skirk here, honestly. Got enough mana. Already got a sack outlet. I could attack with both. Okay, let go. I could sacrifice Skirk, sacrifice Crater Maker, destroy Shadow Spear. That stops them from playing a Kappa. I mean, they're gonna have 9 cards in hand. I think I just devote all efforts to killing them. Not really interacting. Okay, 4 of a kind. Alright, they're not gonna be able to deploy all these cards. Most likely. Like if they tap all their stuff to play a Kappa Cannoneer, they're just gonna die. Okay, sure. Sure. It's a funny game. I'm impressed that they didn't go to discard. Okay. I like want to play the ringleader, but I also want to see what I get off my triggers first. I kind of have to kill the Shadow Spear, but I also need to kill the Emery in order for killing Shadow Spear to matter. Bit awkward. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 goblins in play. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering if I just like start by sacking stuff, but it's weird to like give up the damage. But I think I do. Okay. Nice. And now we can sack expert, play ringleader, or matron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll have 6 lands in play next turn. I think we just matron for matron. Play a land, we'll Crater Maker the Shadow Spear. And then we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, and then we can Pashik wants them. No, we don't have main deck Trash Master. This is game 1. It's like we just don't need it. More Thoughtcasts. Like they're just dead out of combat this turn. Those are some good fucking hits. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. We're super dead. Don't have enough mana for Otawara. Oh, we just naturally drew Pashlik. Cool. All right. Seems good. So normally I've been shaving I've been cutting lackeys on the draw. But with Hordemaster, lackey's like so much better against these kinds of decks that I wonder. I don't think Twin Shot is great. Squee is also not great. You have one lackey? One prospector? Looks pretty fine to me. What's our record? We are 4-0 right now. One Kinesis is kind of worth considering. On the draw especially. But I don't know what I would cut for it. 4 Blast Chalice, definitely slam dunk. Caracas, maybe it's better as a Pyrokinesis on the draw. I think this hand's fine. We've got an answer to Saga and the Legends. And like a Cavern, decent. Okay. As long as it's not okay. I was worried about turn 1 Emery plus Saga. So obviously can't do both of those in the same turn. Okay. This is scary. Okay. I wish I had a Pyrokinesis right now. Ooh, man, that's tough. So if I bounce... So I'm scared of Kappa. Kappa's 6 mana, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They need another 0 mana artifact. That's not much, and they get 4 cards. We know that they don't have more. They don't. We know that they don't have more zeros. Fetch pass. Takes a point of damage, potentially gives them more Thopter tokens. This is tough. It's like genuinely a very tough call. Nothing, huh? If I counter this, I can expert a Thopter. That doesn't cut off Chromox. Damn it, they keep drawing the zeros. Keep getting punished. But like I can beat a whole bunch of flying 1/1s. It's not the most concerning. It does tax me every turn. Yeah. Alright, I just like how I've played this now. Okay. Fuck. Oh, I gave him the card. Alright. Okay. Alright, Pyrokinesis much better than Karakas. Okay. Can technically Pyroblast that next turn. So Neats Resner, thanks for the follow. I think I was supposed to matron for Trash Master, maybe. This is gonna get Needle though, probably. Could get Shadow Spear. So not far from Muxusing. Yeah, Ward 4, huh? Yeah. It's a big boy. Okay, so that pumps that. 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's stem the bleeding a little bit. I think I'm dead. I think I'm dead. I think they can just get Shadow Spear and equip onto the construct. I play this game really conservatively. His Krakus was not very good. It's much better against Emery than it is against Sai. What could we draw here? Okay. 5. Don't think I can win this game. Kind of need them to fuck up. Okay, they fucked up. I'll save another force. Okay. Also not attacking with the Thopter tokens. So our play here is... Okay. So we go to 4. Matron. Muxus. Honestly, I might lose to the Muxus bug here. We can block, kill the Shadow Spear. Boo! Okay. Would Muxus gives anything? Expert? Hordemaster? No. Okay. Alright. Pyrokinesis would be much better than Karakas there. Good to learn. So I'll dismember. Run it back. I don't hate Twin Shot, but... Oh, okay. Alright. Are you a believer, chat? I think this hand is like, even if the Lackey gets dealt with, Skirk, Matron, Muxus is kind of a combo. That shuts off half of memory. Alright. Lord, please. I'm really surprised they boarded that in. Saga's unpleasant. Spell bomb. This is all quite annoying. I would like to draw a land. Magus would be okay, depending on when they use. And it'd be kind of bad, actually. I mean, well, no, it would kill the Saga. But it wouldn't lock them because they could get back Petal and then get back Spell Bomb. Okay, they don't use Emery. That's cool. Land? Fuck. Oh, that's such a bad draw. Oh, that's so bad. We deny the constructs. They didn't use Emery, so they lost a card there. Pyrokinesis would be a good one. Raucous would admittedly also be very good. Arguably better. Seems like an awkward... Yeah, can't cast... Oh yeah, you can't use Emery at all. Right. Okay. Okay, so now I'm in a better position than I realized. So this cage is... I forgot that it's not just creatures. Land. Okay, Reb. Pop Spellbomb, sure. Hmm. I mean, honestly, just porting them again might be better than playing the Lackey. But... because if I don't port them, they could get to 3 mana, potentially. I guess I can always Pyroblast a Psy if I have to. Because I have the Skirk. Yeah, this is fine. They Force of Will this, that's fine too. I don't have enough for Mox Opal. So they're gonna get like Lotus Petal or Shadow Spear here. Then I get to go like, if I draw a land, get to expert the Emery. I'll put in the Muxus through the cage, like that doesn't matter. I think like Retrofitter here, that could be kind of annoying. If I draw a Hordemaster at any point, things get a lot easier. It's a close one. Mox Opal. Jacktastic, thanks for the follow. Mox Opal pass. Okay. Land. Okay, Kinesis is good enough. Pitch the second expert. Feels like Dismember. Yeah. Ooh! Ooh, they mistimed that. I should have cast the Matron. Fuck. That would have been a really good time to cast Matron. As they didn't wait to be beginning of combat, so I couldn't punish. Thanks, Dan, for the 22 months. Okay. We're here. We're just waiting to draw land. Okay, they have Mox Opal. Land, land, land. Oh. I think I'm supposed to be playing that. Alright, missed a point of damage for no reason. Whatever. They pitched another Emery. Okay. Thoughtcast. Anytime, deck. Fuck you. God. Not port aim's gonna hold up blast, so I want to sack my Skirk. Goblin. Yeah. It's turn 7, we haven't drawn a land. Pretty bad. Okay. Okay. So I think we want War Marshal. Because I think realistically we are pyroblasting off of Matron this next turn. Kappa. Not. Okay, no Kappa. Still no lands. You fuck. I should have sequenced that the other way around. I could blast this monitor. Put them to 6. I have 2 Sling Gangs in my hand. Okay. 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 All right, we literally just have to draw any land. We win. We even get to kill the Psy here. They get to make 4/4s with that, but that's fine. Final nub. We're doing pretty well. We're 4-0 right now. This is game 3. 2-3 the first league, but there's a lot of very close games. Okay. Give me a land, deck. Give me land, give me land, give me land. Fuck off. We're still fine. Make a 4/4. It's fine. Kappa. Okay. One card in hand. Please. Turn 11. I can draw my 4th land, I believe. Thank God. Oh. Ice. That was that was very stressful on the back end there. This is a good screenshot. Bookshmat, thanks for the bits. New Gobbo is good. I think we actually got to showcase both of them pretty well. Like, Hordemaster was ridiculous in that game 1 versus 8cast. Like I feel like our 8cast matchup is actually pretty good now. Like actively good again. Like before Kappa, it was quite good, and then after Kappa, it was like medium, and now it's back to good. I think they would have won if they didn't have Grafter's Cage, potentially. Potentially for sure. Things they would have had to use the Dismember a lot earlier if they were actually using the Emery. It took us so long to draw that land. Yeah, I do agree. Cage is a bit sus to board in. Thanks 100 bits. All right, I'm a chest opener. I'm a filthy chest opener. Squee's great. Got a Ilan Harbreeze Busybody. We've got a Human Peasant. 20 play points. Minsk and Boo. Vivian, Arcbow Ranger, March of the Machines. Is Vivian worth anything? All right, 1 ticket, sure. 35 and Death Pit Offering. I've never seen this card in my life. What the fuck? Wow, this card is bad. Oh my god. Wrath your board to Anthem your board. I like what this card like does to your brain though. It's like, oh, I just built all recursive creatures. I'll kill them all and it won't matter. Oh man. What a magic card. Ooh. Our Carplucid Yeti. Oh, seriously, that's a fucking nice force negation. Wow, it's only 15 ticks. I mean, still good, but fun has dropped a ton. Our Crown of Redemption, 45 play points, pretty good. Pretty good. To the Slaughter, remember that from Standard. Stonewood Invocation. Our is kind of sick. Open the Vaults, 45 play points. He's been pretty good on play points. Terra Stomper and Sundering Stroke. It's EDH. Fodder. I guess a Draft Bomb. Hunted Phantasm. Folk Hero. 30 cents. Great. Freakwood Liege. That's a great name. All right. Final chest. Reality Smasher. Played it. This was one of my favorite cards as a kid. Just like the art. 8/8 hexproof. How does anyone beat a 8/8 hexproof? Right. So did fine on the chest, honestly. Okay. That was a 5-0. Am I happy with the third skirk over the 24th land? Yes. I actually, despite that last match, I've not felt the need to play a 24th land the vast majority of the games I've played. And if I ever want it, I can always board in the Caracas, right? So, whereas Goblins before was like a 24 land deck that sometimes wanted to be 23 lands, this deck is a 23 land deck that sometimes wants to be 24 lands. So I know Fable can't fit it, and well, it's like I want to play it because the card's really busted, but it doesn't work with Hordemaster, which really incentivizes synergy. And I'm finding that there's a lot of counterspells, like Hydroblast specifically, is quite popular right now, and a big part of Fate, or a big part of Goblins, like the virtual card, the kind of invisible card advantage that you get from playing Goblins, is that when you have Cavern and Vial and Lackey, counterspells become like completely dead cards, and Hydroblast becomes only like a terminate, rather than a 1-mana counter. In Fable, like you're getting those cards dead in their hand and like just clunking up their hand, and then the Fable kind of turns it back on. What's the verdict on Hordemaster and Squee? I am really happy with both of them. Hordemaster was obviously really good, and Squee like is more situational for sure, and you'll side it out occasionally, but it's just like a really good value creature. I don't think we escaped him all, but just like the threat, the threat with the pile driver and with the Hordemaster, like he's a really good turn 2 Hordemaster pile driver. Turn 3 Squee is like a lot of pressure from kind of out of nowhere. Warchief did not show up. I think there's something to be said of thinking about cutting down on Warchiefs. Rating, like my constructed rating right now, is not very good because I was like trying all sorts of. It's probably less than 1800 right now. 1780, yeah. I was before the cards came out. I was kind of slamming my head against the wall. Well, I was playing Delver at 4 a.m. Is what? Oh, you did raid a random goblin. I'm sorry. Open up my fucking Scryfall link again. I do have to bookmark that. That would be smart to do. Oh, Jump Home Incinerator. Oh, Jump Home Incinerator. What a card. What a magic card. I wouldn't mind. We saw in that game 3 against Delver, Twin Shot was substantially worse than Jump Home right there. Maybe we want Jump Home back. It's close. It's real close, I think. But Twin Shot won us a game earlier today against Depths, right? It came in off of a Moxus, and it was a 3/4 reach that shot them for 2 and ate a Swords to Plowshares. So yeah, Twin Shot was quite good. Also, Twin Shot helps you kill Reclaimer on the draw when when they can't turn it into a 3/4 immediately. So, plus the Plague Engineer thing that I talked about earlier. So yeah, this list, it's not there yet. There's some things I want to change. I don't know if I want this in licensed hearse right now. I wouldn't mind getting a Fury in the deck. I wouldn't mind getting a second Magus in the deck somewhere. It's interesting to me that we beat 8-cast twice, and I don't think we ever put Trashmaster into play. Did we beat 8-cast twice? I think we beat 8-cast twice. I wonder if we could try cutting Trashmaster. Just to open up the sideboard for more combo hate. Because I don't, like, this is very little combo height. So that's something to think about. Mass Vandal obsolete. It's not obsolete, it's just like not the metaphor. Like if you're seeing a lot of Saga decks, if you're seeing a lot of Stoneforge Mystic specifically, because the main reason we adopted Mass Vandal in the first place was for Kaldra. And D&T is just not that popular, and there aren't basically any other Stoneforge decks that are popular, so I just don't bother with the splash. Because that's really the only green card you want to play, and you can only really play green goblins when you're splashing green because you're counting Cavern as a green source. You can't play 8 or 9 green sources. Like I'm playing 9 green sources or 9 black sources for Edict, and like as we saw, it's like dicey as hell. Like possibly unplayably inconsistent. Like it's quite dangerous. Before it was a little better because we had Fables to mana fix as well. Now we just have normal stuff. But if you got a lot of Stoneforges and a lot of Sagas and like stuff like Back to Basics is popular, then Vandal's really good. Really nice. All right, I'm gonna call it there. Since I'm done with my dissertation and my master's program in general, I'm gonna have a lot more time to do content. So I'm gonna try to stream consistently again. I hadn't been doing that for the past like month and a half because I was just like so. It's like either reading for my dissertation, writing my dissertation, or feeling like I should be doing those things and being mentally tired enough that I didn't want to stream. But that's over. So I plan on doing PhD. I do not. Don't have a plan for PhD right now. Yeah, so you could do. I've looked at. I have not updated these lists. I did have this goofy ass thing. This was before the cards came out. Is this idea of like mono red, flip everything into play, draw your deck? I'll try it at some point. It looks fun. It looks bad, but the idea being, you know, just Hordemaster triggers, draw. It's like reverse Nettle Elves. Probably would play a 4th Romox. Let's be real. Don't need the Sharpshooter. But then it's like also a Turbo Muxus deck. So kind of a funny idea to try. And so the thing with the Impulsor Pilfer is that it generates black mana because you get bottlenecked as you can only generate red through Prospector, and that gives you a way to generate black. So that gives you Slinging. I thought about some Snoop versions. I really don't think these will these would go anywhere. And this was all before the card actually came out. This is maybe worth looking into, like more mono red or nearly mono red. I think you'd want to keep a slight splash for Slinging. I don't think it's that hard to splash a 3 black card. Like 3 and a black. Expert's much more demanding on the mana. Yeah, I haven't really built any of the Jund versions. Because I just feel like I hate splashing for mana dorks is basically the problem. And like, you know, you're playing turn 2 ignoble and then turn 1 ignoble, turn 2 like Hordemaster attack for 2. Like that's not that's not, you know, like the point of ignoble is to play a powerful 3-drop on turn 2. Be good with Squee. I think you would get exalted. Pretty sure. Like that's a pretty cool beatdown plan. But yeah. Like something along these lines. But these decks It's just like Ignoble is so much worse than either Vial against Delver, like almost all the time. So I'll try it eventually, but for now, this has felt the best. And we'll certainly tune the sideboard up, but all right, I'm gonna find someone to raid. Yeah, I mean, I've like 11 one-drops has felt pretty good. A Narcomancer's that I actually quite like a Narcomancer. The fact that a Narcomancer discounts Fable the Mirror Breaker and also discounts cyber cards like Blood Moon or Magus the Moon is really nice. And it discounts all the goblins except for Sling Gang. I quite like a Narcomancer. Oh, Demonic who's just playing Modern Gavos. Anurag streaming the SCG. Ronnie's on camera. All right. Well, all right. I know my viewers want to see more goblins, I'm sure. So we're going to read Demonic Tutors, but also be sure to check out Anurag's paper coverage, the SG thing. Thank y'all for watching. See you sooner rather than later.